Hello and welcome to the Sephirah Center of Shamanism. My name is Luke, experienced practitioner and mentor of the shamanic and occult sciences. On this channel, we break down all things relating to the ancient shamanic and occult technologies, bringing them into balance with the modern psychology and deep psyche. Today, we're going to be delving into angelic entities. We're going to be looking at what these angelic entities are, free from false ideas of duality. We're going to be looking at the true evolutionary power and potential of these entities and what invoking them can provide for your healing and evolutionary path. So if this is something that interests you, then definitely stay tuned. So the angelic current of energy refers to the positive charge within creation. The positive charge refers to the positive side of the battery, which pushes energy out to serve the collective. Okay, whereas a daemonic entity is a negative charge, so pulls energy in to serve the self. Okay, the angelic entities are responsible for the maintenance of the different organizing principles of our multiverse. They are essentially responsible for the divine plan. The divine plan being the process of the creator consciousness or the oneness getting to know itself to define a meaning for itself. Our multiverse is the technology for the divine plan, so the angelic entities are responsible for the maintenance of our multiverse, of these various organizing principles. Different angelic entities are going to rule over different aspects of the multiverse itself, essentially bringing order to the multiverse, ensuring that the divine energy is able to flow from the creator consciousness down to the physical, tangible reality, ensuring that our environment and our multiverse is conducive to our soul's evolution. Okay. Now, this is often a misunderstood concept. Yeah. Angels have the agenda of carrying out the divine plan, which means they are not going to interfere in a way that goes against that divine plan. Yeah, so they're not going to interfere with your process unless it is of your evolutionary benefit to do so. Okay, so angels are often seen as these selfless martyrs that just come in and save people. Yeah, but in reality, they're not going to do that. Yeah, they're not going to do that unless it is for your evolutionary benefit to actually do so. Okay, it's very important to understand that. Yeah, working with an angelic entity is a way of opening the door to their service because through your free will, you are aligning to the laws of creation, which is to give you free will, and you are tapping into that current and giving it active permission to work with you and assist you in your evolutionary path. Okay, so working with an angelic entity is a way of giving it active permission to come through you and to start to alchemize your system and to bring order to your reality in a way that is in alignment to the organizing principle that that angelic entity rules over. Okay, so a different angelic entity is going to be responsible for a different level of alchemy. Yeah, you would essentially tune into an angel to bring order to your physical experience. Yeah, so for example, Archangel Michael in the Kabbalah rules over the sphere of Hod, which is the sphere of Mercury, which is all things relating to that very sort of like analytical, more practical level of consciousness. Yeah, so tapping into Archangel Michael will bring you that those necessary qualities and teach you how to emanate that in a way that is of benefit to your soul's evolutionary path. Okay. Archangel Gabriel, ruling over Yesod in the Kabbalah, is responsible for being that divine messenger. Yeah, carrying that divine energy from the creator consciousness down to the physical experience and vice versa. Yeah. Archangel Gabriel, when you invoke him, you are going to be embodying the qualities of the divine messenger. Yeah. Learning how to carry energy from one source to another. Yeah. Archangel Raphael rules over the sphere of beauty, Tifereth, the solar sphere, the sphere of the sun, the maintenance of beauty and healing. Yeah, so then downloading Raphael into your being is going to bring the frequency of beauty and healing. Yeah, so depending on the angelic entity that you tune into, it's going to bring order to your physical experience if you invoke consistently, and is going to essentially teach you how to emanate the necessary qualities to be able to essentially integrate that organizing principle into your day-to-day life. Okay, so you tune into angels to bring order. This is why angels are often seen as the good guys. Yeah, because they serve the multiverse. Whereas demons, they deconstruct the multiverse, so they're often seen as bad. One isn't necessarily good, one isn't necessarily bad. Yeah, an angelic entity is only going to help you evolve realistically in accordance to that organizing principle, because that's how they get energy. They get energy from that given organizing principle of creation. Yeah, from maintaining it. Yeah, so they are only going to help you evolve in accordance with the organizing principle that that given entity rules over. Okay, so it is very important to realize that. Angelic entities are often known to actually induce a level of evolution that may be the opposite to what you may want. Yeah, so it's important to realize that these entities can see where you have been, they can see where you are going. They operate on the multidimensional level of consciousness, so they can see way more of yourself than you actually can. Yeah, and they can see realistically more of you than you can of them. Yeah, so if they can see your timeline and they can see that, okay, if I say leave this person alone, then they are actually going to attain more evolutionary potential than if I was to be constantly in service to them. Yeah. So they tend to work a little bit like that. Yeah. They will see what will attain your highest evolutionary potential in accordance to the given organizing principle that they rule over, and they will assist you in the necessary way. Okay, that tends to be how the angelic current works. So they bring order to your multiverse and teach you how to emanate the qualities to make your multiverse more conducive for your soul's evolution, whilst a demon or daemon is responsible for the deconstruction of the aspects of your multiverse, the layers of your ego that don't serve you anymore. Yeah. So specifically, working with the angelic current can have many benefits, but benefits that are always going to be in relation to reconstruction, rebuilding. Yeah, rebuilding aspects of your reality. Yeah. Angelic entities, depending on the hierarchy that you're tapping into, it can take a while to develop a strong connection and start feeling that energy strongly. Yeah, the main reason for that is because angelic entities are such a high vibration that they need to significantly lower themselves in density to be able to tap into your field. Yeah, to be able to communicate with you in that way. Okay. Whereas a demon operates more on your unconscious level, so is actually much easier to tap into than an angel. Yeah, it's important to understand that angelic entities tend to require a little bit more persistence in order to really reap the full benefits of that given current of energy. What you will also find is that you will connect easier with certain angelic entities than others. It all depends on what you are needing at that given moment. Yeah, for example, when I first started invoking Archangel Sandalphon, who rules over the sphere of Earth in the Kabbalah, Sandalphon came through really strongly. Yeah, and the only reason he came through strongly initially was because I needed more grounding. I needed to be more connected to my physical experience. Yeah. So he would come through very strongly. I would feel him very strongly in my physical body. But that didn't last. Once I was integrating that lesson, then I would actually start to feel him less. And that's a sign that maybe I'm requiring the evolution via a different organizing principle at that time. Yeah. So they work in very interesting ways. Yeah. And are often misunderstood as these martyrs that will selflessly serve you, but they are only going to do so if it aligns with the divine plan. Yeah, so it's pointless going to an angel or any spirit and saying, please help me. Yeah, angels are probably the number one spirit that most people want to give their power away to. Yeah, please help me. Yeah, please, God, send the angels to help me. Yeah, they are the number one spirit that people within the love and light community, or the light worker community especially, give their power away to. Yeah, angels want you to evolve in accordance with the divine plan. Yeah, and they are going to help you in the way that they are essentially ruling over. Yeah. Another thing to understand about angelic entities is that they are massive beings. Yeah, when we're talking about archangels, such as Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Camiel, Archangel Haniel, Archangel Uriel, yeah, we are not just referring to one being when we refer to that specific spirit. We are referring to a collective of entities. So Archangel Michael is actually made up of many, many, many individual consciousness of that actually make up Archangel Michael. The same with Gabriel. Yeah. So we're not just communicating with one being here. We are communicating with a big collective entity that is the manifestation of the consciousness of many, 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 many angels, or lower angels, lesser angels, to form the consciousness of that archangel. Yeah. So we're not just tuning into one being in that way. We are tuning into collectives when we are tapping into a particular current of the angels. Okay. So when you download an angel into your field through invocation, it normally works through the use of sigils and the use of chants, where you would tap into the sigil and observe a particular point on the sigil until it starts to move. Its movement is a sign that it's going into your unconscious, and you would then close your eyes, tune in to that given angelic entity, start to chant the necessary chant of that angel, and actively invoke it into your body. What happens is that you will then start to download that current of energy. You'll probably feel it first around the head, yeah, where it will start to stream through your head into your body, and you'll essentially enter what you would refer to as partial possession, where you are basically being influenced directly by the energy of this given angel. Yeah, the angelic current always feels very calming. Yeah, sometimes it can have an aspect of shadow work associated with it, because sometimes their light can shine a light into some of the darker parts of ourselves. That can happen, but typically the presence of an angel will feel extremely comforting and will feel like you're kind of being reconstructed in a way. Yeah, you'll feel like an aspect of you is being shifted and alchemized into an image that is more in alignment with your soul's evolutionary path. Okay, so the process of invoking an angel is tapping into this spirit and downloading it into your energy field and nervous system, and you will basically then learn to emanate the necessary qualities of that given angel. In other words, consistent invocation will result in you undergoing realistically permanent changes to your energy field and nervous system, and permanent changes to your character. And you will have a significant efflorescence of qualities and character that will ensure that you are able to shape the world around you in a way that is very much in alignment with the qualities of that given angelic spirit. Okay, so when you're downloading the current of energy into you, this is probably the most direct way that you can work with an angel. Many people work with angels in quite indirect ways, whether it's just through meditation or visualization. But actively invoking an angel into your body, or invoking any spirit into your body, is the most direct way to commune with it, because you are merging with the spirit. You're not treating it as something which is separate from you. Yeah. Another thing is that all spirits represent parts of you, represent aspects of you. Yeah. If daemons are darker spirits that dwell within the unconscious, then angels are lighter spirits that dwell within the conscious mind, yeah, that are resonant with the different aspects of your awareness. Yeah. So when you tap into one, you are tapping into a portion of your own psyche and essentially giving yourself direct access to it. You will find that portals within your psyche will open up in a way that is highly unique and personal to you and related to bringing further order to your reality. Yeah. So the invocation of these entities does have a two-way thing. Yeah, you invoke the spirit into you, it will bring aspects of yourself out of you to be integrated and processed. Yeah. So the angelic current is something which is incredibly misunderstood and is something which is very much there to assist you with the reconstruction and the reordering of your multiverse so that you can make your multiverse more of a suitable environment, a conducive environment that will facilitate the growth and evolution that your soul is wanting to attain within this life. Okay, so don't give your power away to the angels. Yeah, if you give your power away to the angels, it's not unusual that they'll just stop working with you. Yeah, I have experienced that myself, where if you are distributing too much energy towards an angel, then you are relying on something which is outside of you. Yeah, bearing in mind that all is within, so you are tapping into an aspect of yourself, but they are their own consciousness as well. So if they can see that it is not for your evolutionary best interest to keep connecting with you, then they may temporarily leave you or temporarily move away from you so that you can evolve better without them. Yeah. So with the invocation of any spirit, it's good to really have that balance, accept them as parts of yourself, but don't be reliant on tapping into their currents of energy. I've definitely been there myself in that sense. Don't be reliant on tapping into these currents of energy or even tapping into the energy of your spirit guides in that respect, because ultimately their goal is to help you evolve. Their goal is to maintain the divine plan. Yeah. And the divine plan is to get to know oneself and to define meaning for oneself using free will. So the angels are not going to want to interfere with your free will. Invoking them, yes, gives them more permission to come through and work with you. But if it is in your best interest to do so, then they will leave you on your own. Yeah. So they tend to work very much like that. Okay. The angelic current is an extremely powerful current of energy to work with, extremely comforting, very suitable for beginners of spirit work, but there is much more to them than meets the eye. Yeah. Their agenda is to feed off of the collective potential, and they do that by carrying forward the divine plan. Yeah. So that's their offering. Yeah. Their offering is the maintenance to the principle of the multiverse that they rule over. Okay, so they are not entirely selfless beings. Yeah, they are also getting energy from helping you evolve through the multiverse itself. Simply because if you are tuning into one, tuning into its guidance, then they are actively carrying out their purpose. Okay. So I think that's all that I need to speak about in regards to the angelic current. Okay. If you want to know more about the angelic current, feel free to get in touch. I also have an amazing membership program that will teach you how to work with these beings properly, as well as many mentorships where we can tap into these different currents of energy to assist with your healing and evolutionary path. So for now, thank you guys. Give a like and subscribe if this was helpful to you, and I will see you in the next video.